Feature creep almost destroyed my game. Hey guys, and welcome to the second devlog of Makis Adventure. I've been developing this game for 8 months now. In this devlog I want to talk about the downsides of game development and show you the new, huge progress I made on the game. Makis Adventure is a pixel art platformer and my first commercial game. You will dive in the story of Maki, a shark demon. Yes, you can actually turn into a shark. The game story takes place on a large ocean world with beautiful and mysterious islands to explore. Now let's get to the central topic of this video, feature creep. Yes, Makis Adventure and I personally suffered from feature creep. For those who don't know, feature creep is a problem in the development of a creative project, such as a film or a video game. In short, features and ideas pile up, which then lead to the delay of the release. You never think your project is good enough and you want to change more and more things, which then actually only increase the development time of your project. For me personally, the piling up of features was also the reason why I've been stuck at the first dungeon for 6 months and can't get any further without a suitable strategy. But I decided to stand up against feature creep. I have set myself the goal of not implementing any new feature until the first dungeon is completely playable. Now let's come to the most interesting part of the video, the game progress. In the last 2 months since the first devlog was uploaded, I made huge progress on the game. The progress consists of UI improvement and gameplay improvements. Let's start with the gameplay improvements. I'm proud to announce that the layout of the first dungeon has now been finally completed. There are 28 rooms in total and the dungeon is divided into 5 floors which are connected with an elevator. You will need to get an elevator key in each floor, which will make the elevator able to drive to the next floor. There will be a mini-boss and a final boss, and you will be able to interact with 12 NPCs. The only things missing before I can publish a demo is the final boss fight and polish. I don't want to give you any wrong dates, so I will only reveal the date of the demo if I can really get it done in time. I redrew every single animation and I will show you them in short now. Idle, running, jumping, combat, climbing on ladders, and the wall jump. All friends of good physics will be happy now. I implemented custom chain physics into my game. It is way more intuitive and fun to use them now. You can also climb up and down the chain now. Another important improvement is the throwing system. When you were throwing pots or other things, you previously had no way of aiming, which meant that you could not aim precisely at opponents or targets. I have now built in a trajectory system. Aiming is now very accurate. Running and swimming is not enough for you? Then just get into a minecart and enjoy a fast ride through the dungeon. Inspired by games like Donkey Kong Country Returns, I decided to add minecart sections to my game. I also added bounce pads into my game. Everyone knows how cool it is to jump around on bounce pads. If you make a timed jump right on the bounce pad, you can get even higher. Before we continue with the UI improvements, let's come to the NPC showcase. In every devlog I will introduce an NPC from the game. In this devlog I would like to present Angus the prison cook. Angus is a true gourmet. The funny thing about his name is that it comes from the delicious Angus steak. Now let's move on to the UI improvements. Makis Adventure finally has a decent main menu. It is not completely finished yet, but I really like the design. At the moment I'm working on the settings and I'm implementing custom keybinds. Which other settings would you like to see in the game? Should I include graphic settings? Feel free to write your ideas in the comments. In order to improve the interaction between the player and the NPCs, I have also revised the dialogue UI. Here you can see a clip where I'm talking to an NPC. I have some great news. Besides developing the game, I'm also very active on my social medias. Makis Adventure regularly scores 400 to 500 upvotes on Reddit. I also started posting on 9gag 3 days ago, and my first post has an incredible number of 900 upvotes. Thank you for your support. It just makes me happy when I see how many people are waiting for my game and looking forward to play the demo. the future the devlogs will come every 3 weeks. I have to apologize again for the 2-month-long break after the first devlog, but I was on vacation for 3 weeks and I was accepted at the university. A good start at the university is very important to me, so I had less time for the game. But that's it for the second devlog. If you have any questions about the game, feel free to ask them in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Don't miss anything. See you in the next devlog.